Today we are learning about closure property of natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. Let's see how these number sets behave under the operations addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now, what is closure property? The closure property tells us whether the result of any operation stays within the same number set. When an operation like addition is performed on two numbers from any specific like natural numbers, a specific set, the result is always in the same set. So, natural numbers plus natural numbers is equal to natural numbers only. Closure property for natural numbers and also whole numbers. At first, addition. If you add two natural or whole numbers, the result is always a natural or whole number. For example, 3 and 5, sum of 3 and 5 is equal to 8. 3 and 5 are natural numbers and also whole numbers, and the result is also a natural number or whole number. Therefore, natural numbers and whole numbers are closed under addition. And next, for subtraction. Subtracting two natural or whole numbers might result in a non-natural number or whole number. For example, 3 minus 5 gives us minus 2. Minus 2 is not a natural number or whole number. Therefore, natural numbers and whole numbers are not closed under subtraction. And next, for multiplication. Closure property for multiplication. The product of two natural or whole numbers is always a natural or whole number. Here, for example, 3 and 5, product of 3 and 5 gives us 15 is a natural number. Therefore, natural numbers and whole numbers are closed under multiplication. And then go to division. Dividing natural or whole numbers can result in fractions which are not natural or whole numbers. Here, 3 divided by 5 gives us 3 by 5. 3 by 5 is not a natural number or whole number. Therefore, natural numbers and whole numbers are not closed under division. And next, closure property for integers. For addition first, for addition, if you add two integers, the result is always an integer. For example, minus 3 plus 5. Minus 3 and 5 are integers, and minus 3 plus 5 is equal to 2 is also an integer. Therefore, integers are closed under addition. And now go for subtraction. Subtracting any two integer will always yield another integer. Here 3 and 5 are integers. So, 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 2. Minus 2 is also an integer. Therefore, integers are closed under subtraction. And go for multiplication. The product of any two integers is always an integer. Minus 3, for example, minus 3 and minus 5. Product of minus 3 and minus 5 gives us 15. So, minus 3 and minus 5 are integers and 15 also an integer. Therefore, integers are closed under multiplication. And go for division. Dividing integers can result in fractions which are not integers. Example, minus 3 divided by 5 is equal to minus 3 by 5 is a fraction. It is not an integer. Therefore, integers are not closed under division. And next, summary of closure properties. Here, addition is closed for natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. Subtraction is not closed for natural numbers and whole numbers and is closed for integers. And next, multiplication is closed for all the number of sets, and division is not closed for natural and whole numbers and integers. let's see how the number sets behave or follow closure property in different number sets in different operations. Let's see this. First, you can drag to choose number sets. For example, we choose whole numbers. So this bucket represents, now this bucket represents whole numbers. And you can also select by dragging to subtraction. For example, now we are selecting subtraction is closed or not. Okay, now the numbers from this number set. What is this? Whole number sets. 3 and 0 are whole numbers, and 3 minus 0 gives us 3. So 3 is also a whole number. And next 7 minus 7, 0 is also a whole number. And next 0 minus 5, minus 5. It is not a whole number. Therefore, whole numbers are not closed under the subtraction. You can check for any number set for any operation in this activity to check whether the number sets are closed under any operation or not. And finally, conclusion. Natural and whole numbers are only closed under addition and multiplication. Integers maintain closure under addition, subtraction and multiplication. Division is generally not closed across these sets, these three sets, as it often results in fractions or decimals. And now, assessment. Think and discuss with your friends and try to answer these questions. First one, why is the set of natural numbers not closed under subtraction? And give 3 different examples to prove that integers are closed under subtraction. Now give one that shows natural numbers are not. If the difference of 2 numbers is sometimes in the same set, does that mean the set is closed under subtraction?